Hey, Mikey,
Yeah.
our education system is great, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. But here in Ohio, I guess you have to be good looking to graduate.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you graduate?
Fuck you.
Banana Bear Show.
So, on our journey to knowing this little goblin more and more,
Oh, yes.
um, we just got done with the blind Billy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I said, he got kicked out of North High School and he had to go to another high school. But did you know, with the glorious age 23, he did not graduate school? And it's not because of his age. No, no, no. According to Cyrax, it's because he was too ugly to graduate. I shit you not. This is what he said.
Of
And you know
course
what?
it's what he said.
He made a video explaining to Facebook because it was on Facebook.
Of course he did.
Um, why? And it's something called selective passing.
Chance here. Right. Fix this.
Yes.
You know what? Here.
There, fix it. Yeah. Go ahead, boy. Fix it.
You guys are probably wondering what this live stream is about.
Nope, don't
I
care.
am.
Well, give me a moment to do what I usually do, and I will explain everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, if you notice too, what he's wearing his old high school.
What's up to everybody watching right now? I'm not sure who's watching, but what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
That's it? Okay. I hear you clicking around.
And you guys are probably wondering, hey, what's the selective passing process? Like, what does this have to do with our school systems?
Nothing.
Well, allow me to explain that to you.
No, please
Okay.
don't.
What the selective passing process is, if you do not have a 4.0 GPA or higher than a 4.0, the schools basically make it impossible for you to graduate.
Mikey, now you're probably dumbfounded.
Why?
Cyrax is on another level of intelligence,
Oh gosh.
seeing that
Yes.
he is explaining to us dumb people,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that
Yep.
in Ohio,
Yep.
you don't have a 4.0 or higher,
Or higher. I'm hearing you.
it's impossible for you to graduate unless you're a jock or a pretty person.
I Why? Why? I mean, he's seen a movie, right? He's seen a teen movie.
I know what you guys are thinking. Hey, if I have all my credits, how can they keep me from graduating? Well, trust me, they can, because the school board's in on it as well.
Oh, okay.
What they would rather do, instead of helping those out like myself who worked very hard to get the credits they need to graduate, they would rather focus on the look of the school. They would rather focus on, their school's status or the highest
What I don't understand
scores in the school's football games, or
if the school doesn't,
they would rather focus on those
pretty
students.
people to graduate. When you don't graduate, you're still in the school,
right?
Don't they want you out of the school so they would graduate you? So you're not in the school anymore?
I mean, yes and no, but I don't think they can just graduate people. I don't think that they can just do that.
Well, obviously, Mikey, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't live in Ohio.
That's true.
You don't know about the selective passing, which if you look up selective passing and school in the search engine, like if you do that, you'll find games of football where schools ran a lot. Like they're going to pass. This is not a thing.
No.
But to him and everyone he talked to, it is.
Highest scores in the school's football games, or, they would rather focus on those students who are like, the valedictorian and, the MVP of the football league at this.
Mikey.
Yeah. The MVP of the football league.
Did you know that there's MVPs of the football league in high school, and like every school has one? I thought that's a league thing. So
I'm gonna score a home run on the infield.
Yeah, touchdown! I got a home run.
Yep.
How much
Same thing.
Schools and stuff.
Mind you, this is a guy that said that he could have played professional baseball because he could throw 60 miles per hour.
No.
And you guys are probably wondering, where am I getting all this from? Well, I myself have been a victim of this.
Victim? Yeah.
I've been a victim of the selective passing process.
Liar.
Because, see, I never got to graduate.
Mm.
And the reason why is because of the school system.
That's why.
It wasn't because you were dumb as shit.
Nope.
It wasn't because you couldn't pass anything.
Can't be that.
That you had to transfer into another school.
Yep.
Or that you were 23 years old.
Yep.
See, going into high school, my last year, I was very, very far behind on work, credits, all that stuff.
Who are you going to blame that on?
And, I had really, sat my butt down and I put in the work. Like, I worked my butt off day and night.
Did you?
To, catch up and do what I needed to do to graduate.
Now, may I ask you something?
What?
You're behind on credits.
Yeah.
In high school.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck can you catch up in a year?
I mean, I'm sure it can be done by him. Probably not.
In summer school.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think you can make that, like, if you can make up work, like if you've taken a class or something like that, I'm sure there's ways that you can do that. Like you can do maybe an online class or something like that.
Not back then.
Well, not back then. I'm thinking now, but back then, I'm sure they could find a way for an intelligent student to be able to go in and do something like that. For him, no.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. All right. So, a little fun fact about me. I'll put myself underneath the bus.
Oh.
When I was in high school, I had what do they call it? An IEP.
What's that?
It basically, because I was dyslexic.
Okay.
I was in like some dumb classes.
Yeah.
And I was one of those weird kids because I was in the dumb classes and I was getting like A's and I was being an asshole about it. So they knew I was smart because like I wasn't trying.
Hold on. So in the dumb classes, you were the smartest dummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Well, they noticed this. They're like, wait, why is he in this class?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It was because I was dyslexic and they didn't test for like dyslexia for me.
Right.
Until I was like sophomore year. And then when they did, they didn't know how to help me with my dyslexia because it wasn't the standard dyslexia where the letters are backwards or something like that.
Right.
I may be saying it wrong, but it's called like Lawrence's dyslexia.
Okay.
Which is when I see a sentence, when I'm reading it, like the words kind of move around.
Okay.
The words.
Yeah, I've heard of like that thing happening.
So if you've ever seen a video of me talking or something like that, I don't have a script because if I did that, I would sound dumb.
His words would be flying. They'd be flying away.
It's like if you ever see me read something, you'll notice that like I'll just say yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to catch up. My brain can't catch up to my mouth.
Right.
So if I read it to myself, I can speed read. One of the things that I learned on a website thing I saw that was if you read picture books or comic books, like you could teach yourself how to speed read and
right.
and do it that way because you also have the photo to reference what they're saying, all that crap. So basically, my mind works differently than somebody else's.
Yeah. So not to go on this too long, but I also had issues in high school. I was in remedial math classes because I had ADD and didn't know it. I didn't know it until my sophomore year of college. So
I had ADHD. They didn't teach me that. I didn't get on ADD medication until I was in college.
I never.
And then after I got that, man, I got smart. like I got all this shit done, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy."
You know what my ADD medication was? My teacher coming up to me and being like, "If you don't concentrate and do your work, I'm gonna fail you." I was like, "Oh, okay." I learned to deal with ADD very well.
I was paying for my own classes, so basically, if I wasn't doing it, it's like on me anyway.
Yeah.
But like the reason why I'm saying this is because if you have an IEP, which obviously this guy had one, I saw this. I won't name names because who knows who's watching. But we had a guy in my class. He was very successful, like a wrestler and football player, like really good. Like he was state champion like 4 times in a row in his weight division. And his weight division was like
for somebody you're trying to not say names to, you're saying a lot of identifying stuff. So just FYI.
I didn't say the weight. My high school, we had a lot of good wrestlers.
Okay.
Anyway, this one though, between you and me, who's dumb as shit. Like,
okay,
he was dumb. Like he didn't care.
Right.
But he was popular. He had all that stuff. I saw them take his transcripts and add a language to it and other credits that he never did.
I mean,
because I was in that. So when you're in an IEP, you have something called like it's a study hall, kind of, but it's like not in a big room; it's in a small room. So if you need extra help, someone can help you.
Right.
And I was in this room while all these teachers that I know were doing this, and I know it was the guy. I heard the name. Yeah. I saw this. And I'm just like, wow, they're not doing this for me. Not doing it for anybody else. And he went to a university that let's say it was in the Big Ten. It was in the Big Ten. It wasn't in Ohio.
Okay.
It was a big university.
Right.
And he was gonna get in if he had the credits, and they did that. So don't tell me that if you were super smart, they wouldn't do something for you.
Yeah.
And if you look at Cyraxx and not know him, you'll say, hey, let's help this guy out. Obviously God didn't love him.
Oh, wow.
I mean, look at him, dude.
That's a phrase. I
mean, when he made him, there was no mold. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had been able to confirm that, yes, I did have all of my credits.
Okay.
Then he should have graduated.
Yeah.
I was able to confirm that I had all of my credits. I had turned in all my senior dues. I had paid off everything. And, I was doing really good. I was literally, I was close to being in the top of my class.
No.
I can tell you right now, if you're behind, you're not top of your class.
No.
You should have done what I did. Like my senior year, I had a vocational program.
Yeah.
Culinary arts. So I just had a cook.
Nice.
So I didn't have to take a gym class or an English, I think it took too. But yeah.
I was really close.
No, not English. Something else. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, that's cool. My high school didn't have anything like that. So.
And I think I had a 3.8, 3.9 GPA.
Bullshit. Mikey, I wasn't the smartest kid, but I had a 3.5.
That's exactly. No, I had a 3.4. You beat me.
But before that, it was mostly just threes all the way. But my senior year, I had a 3.5.
Yeah.
So and I only had one class I kind of sucked at, because I was always tired when I went there. But basically I had like 3 classes, like culinary arts, English, a study hall, and then I had government, and then I got to go home. Okay. So my senior year was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like I was only a couple
in government
points off of having a 4.0. Like I had worked my ass off.
Oh my gosh, he repeats the same thing over and over again.
Cussing. I know what I said this morning, but just go with it.
Just go. No, bro, just go with it.
But it doesn't make sense. But I'm telling the truth.
Day before graduation,
I got a trustworthy face, right?
We did our usual thing. We had an assembly for students and stuff like that. Okay. And I ultimately wound up receiving the most improved student of the year award.
Most improved.
Mikey, were you the most improved student of the year?
No.
Because that doesn't fucking exist.
Yep.
Because basically that's a reward. Hey, you were dumb.
You actually did your work where you weren't before.
Yeah. Any younger people out there, if you're in high school, it's not fucking hard.
No.
It's not. When you're in high school, you think it's the biggest deal ever.
You can make it hard. You can make it hard. There are hard classes, but
there are fucking AI programs now that you don't even have to write shit. All right. So I don't want to hear it. We didn't have that.
Don't do that. If there are people watching, don't use the AI.
No, you can do that you can do that, but
don't
make sure your AI could reference the.
I'm gonna say that I have a kid in high school, and don't do that.
Okay. I'm saying this though. If you use the AI thing, there's a program. It'll do the AI, but it will give the references.
Quorum.
It's the only way you could do it.
There's at least 2 people now you've given Fs for any kind of writing assignment. Thanks.
Okay, if you're going on our show for advice, note that our show is called the Banana Bear Show.
Yeah.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
That's your fault.
But you're also giving advice. Oh my God.
I'd worked so hard to, get to where I was at. If
you listen to my advice, you would probably graduate.
I mean, but they didn't have AI back then.
Later on that day, we did rehearsals for graduation. We went through the whole process where every student is going to sit. What's going to happen. We had gone through all of that, like that next day.
No way, man. Really?
And you guys are let me know down in the comments if you guys are noticing a change in the screen. Because I did brighten it up a little bit, so it should help. Hopefully it did, because I did brighten it up.
Can you darken it so that way we don't see your face?
And I didn't know I could do that on this, so
that'd be amazing.
I used to have a dresser
like
that.
For figuring that out.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty basic dresser.
Even though it was simple, I still didn't know. But anyways.
Oh, finally. Okay, let's move on with the story.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Come on.
And, we had gone through the whole, process, like I said. We had gone through rehearsals, all day long.
He needs a script.
We had finished up what few classes we had.
Maybe he's also dyslexic. He can't do it.
He needs to figure out what he's going to lie about and write it down so that way he remembers.
That's the sad thing. We'll get to it in another episode. But when he does have a story, he doesn't remember doing it.
Yeah.
Because when he gets into a certain conversation he has, he changes the story 4 times.
Yeah. I mean,
he's like, I never said that. It's on video of him saying it.
Yeah.
And, then it was time for the seniors to head out. So, we wound up headed home for the day. But during that day, I had gotten called out to the principal's office. And I figured, maybe I was going up there to, get my cap and gown, all that stuff. Because they were doing that throughout the day. They were calling students up to get their cap and gowns for graduation as they were getting there. So I figured, all right, I'm going to go there, pick up my cap and gown.
Yeah,
grab my stuff that I had paid for and then head back to class.
But I got there and,
Well, instead of picking up my cap and gown,
He pulled a gun.
The principal said that they wanted to talk to me. So I was like, all right, like I figured maybe something was up. Like maybe I forgot to pay something off.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I mean, I didn't know. I was like, all right, like whatever, pick up my
can't know,
yeah.
You can't
know. A little thing too, like, Mikey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but you pay everything in the beginning of the year.
Yes and no.
You don't do it like, hey, next day we're graduating. We're going to need that money.
I mean, typically,
something.
You'll like know if you're going to graduate way before. Like, you're not going to go up there and practice graduation if you're not going to graduate.
So I'm in the Cleveland area, right?
Yes.
My school, we graduated in Playhouse Square, which is like kind of like the theater here.
Okay.
It's like a big place in downtown Cleveland.
Right.
And it's in May. All right. School ends for everybody in June.
Okay.
Like the seniors have like 3 weeks where we graduate, and so you have time. Caps and gowns are like, you pay for them in the beginning of the year. Just to make sure like you get them, and they're a lot. You don't rent them. You have to buy them. Dumb, because you're never going to use them again.
Yeah.
Same with Letterman jackets, all that crap.
Yeah, I did not get. I got a letter, but I never got a jacket.
I got my letter, got my Wildcat. I got everything, brah.
Oh wow!
Never got it. I just had everything in an envelope.
Yeah.
Because what am I gonna wear? When am I gonna wear it?
You don't want to be cool. You can wear it on the Banana Bear show.
But I didn't get it, so it didn't matter.
Oh, okay.
And what I was gonna write on the back was, because like the main thing I got it for was rugby, and rugby, like the football, like coaches hated rugby, and it should have never been accepted as like a varsity sport, but because we went to states, it was
okay
because we made money for the school. So I got a letter my sophomore year, and like I just quit football, and I'm like, I don't need this anymore. But like I was gonna put rugby on there, but I was talking to like a football coach. He's like, you can't do that. You can't. It's something else. I'm like, whatever.
I didn't know what was coming next. I come to find out that the principal sat down and had a talk with me and stuff, and they straight out said,
you're not going to graduate.
That because I don't have a 4.0 GPA,
they did
and
not
that
say
because
that.
I supposedly don't have all my credits, which I did.
They probably did say that.
That I was not allowed to graduate with my class.
Oh. Heaven forbid.
And I argued with my principal back and forth for like an hour straight. Probing her time and time again that, hey,
probing.
I have all my credits. You need to let me graduate high school. Like, you need to let me graduate with my class.
That you want to graduate.
Because I had already paid for my cap and gown. I already had paid for my yearbook. I had already paid off my senior dues. You can
still get that yearbook. It's okay.
Plus, from time to time, I would help out the school newspaper whenever I could. Like, not like all the time, but, like... I
would go up to him and say, hey, you should write a paper about birds.
I would, give them ideas on stuff they can write about.
Oh, he did. He gave them ideas.
That was going on in school that they...
Hey, you know what's been going on? I fucked this blind kid at my other school.
Kind of wanted to know about from time to time.
Exclusive.
So, and I did that, and it was pretty fun doing that, actually. I kind of enjoyed that. I know what you guys are thinking. Why didn't you join the school newspaper? Answers,
I'm retarded.
That didn't really have the interest in it until, like, literally my last year of high school. I never really took a real interest in the school newspaper until last year of high school, because I didn't realize how much of an impact and how...
Mikey, do you remember your school newspaper?
Yes.
I don't. Why?
I helped with the school newspaper.
Did you?
Slightly. I actually
gave him ideas.
Actually, I helped start the school newspaper. I went to a super small school, and I was in the office classes. So we kind of got the idea to start it, and I helped start it. It was just
what'd you write about?
Stupid stuff. I don't remember what I wrote about.
Kissing girls. It's weird.
No, I pretty much tried to do a video. I'm almost positive I tried to do some kind of video game thing or skateboarding, Tetris, something like that.
Is it a communist game, or is it more than that?
Yeah. How much of an effect it had on our students until that final year. Well,
I love how he stops and looks at chat.
You know, like,
it's killing me.
They had told me that I can graduate, and as I just said, you know, I argued with them back and forth for like an hour straight.
Again,
like literally an hour straight.
I feel sorry for that principal.
Literally.
And, you know, like, I told them, you know, if you're not going to let me graduate, then I may as well just say, screw this and walk out and quit. But just know that when I walk out, I will be fighting this. Mm-hmm. And, you know, ultimately, that's what I wound up doing.
So he's going to fight it. He's going to go to the school board. If he does anything at all, he probably didn't do anything. No. He's going to be like, I have the credits. And they're going to be like,
no.
Transcript says no, but I have the credits. Nope. Your GPA is like a 2.1. And you're missing
really?
this.
Do you think it's just a 2.1? I'm pretty sure it was like a 1.9.
I just highest. Threw a number out there.
2.1 is a C. You can still graduate with a 2.1.
Well, I'm saying like of the classes that he had. I'm not saying he has zeros. He just didn't take the class. So
would not let me graduate. So I fix this here.
But he probably had zeros. Now I'm thinking about it. So he's probably maybe just a point something.
No. I think it was a 1 something because obviously you can't be that dumb.
Have you met this guy? I mean, we've been listening to him for 11 minutes now, and I want to do literally anything else.
This because it really needs to stop.
Let me stop though. This video is boring as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
But I want to show you guys the mindset of one Chance Wilkins and him. Why he didn't graduate? Yeah, I think personally, this is a milestone of stupidity. Taxes. Really hard to do, right?
I mean, yeah, for a normal person, it's a little.
Cyraxx got the answer for us. Cyraxx knows he didn't graduate high school because of selective passing.
Okay.
But he could have been an accountant, a great one. Let him explain it to you. Taxes.
Get right to the point here, right? Like I wanna prove a point to not only like help you, but everyone in general, because I do have a point with this. How much like alright, first off, I'm not asking like your actual address, but like what's your area code? Like your zip code.
What?
Don't mind you. He's doing this in Music Biz Marty to find out where he lives.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I need to know because there's a point to this. What's your area code?
There's a point to this. Come on, Marty. Let him know.
Oh, like my zip code?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a pretty personal question. Cyrax, why do you ask?
Just trust me, dude. There's a point to it. It'll play into all this.
Just trust me, bro. Just trust me.
I don't know, Cyrax.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better.
Okay.
How much money would you say that you make in an average, like say an average day?
Like about $5.
How much would you say you make an hour?
I'd say about 3 cents an hour, thereabouts.
Okay.
3 cents an hour?
3 cents an hour.
Well, yeah, it's still more than you make in your music.
Oh, burn.
That's besides the point. Like, be real. Like, for your actual job outside of YouTube, like outside of this, what do you actually like? How much do you actually make outside of YouTube? Not counting YouTube
more
as a
than
job,
you've ever made, Cyrax.
Regular 9 to 5 job. How much do you average make?
I mean, it's not a ton of money. It's between 20 and 25.
20,
all right,
25
so
what?
say about $20.25, right? And how much would you say you make in a month?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's call it $4,000.
All right, so
you say 400?
$4,000.
$4,000. Okay.
It's 4,000. All right, and taxes usually average out to about what, $2? Like for spending, like, all right, in a month, how much would you say you spend in taxes?
I'm not entirely sure. You tell me, tax man.
Did he say $2?
Yeah, what is it, $2?
$2. Okay.
Okay, let me phrase this too.
So let's say
Cyrax has never had a real job.
Right.
Cyrax doesn't understand how taxes work.
Nobody would have guessed that.
Cyrax doesn't even know the actual income of what a day of labor would be. How, if you make this much, you're being successful. The other one, not so much.
Right.
Where he is literally like, oh, he's like 20 cents an hour. Well, yeah, if it's 24 hours, if it's like the military, yeah, that's a lot. I know somebody that had 9 cents an hour.
Oh.
I'm thinking like, that's horrible. He's like, I'm always on the clock.
Yeah.
So that adds up. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the first time I've ever heard of that, but fair.
Military gets paid by the hour and they're always on the clock.
Okay. Interesting.
So, you make about, all right, so hang on.
At least the Marines, when I talked to him, and he was in them. Just in case somebody like comments like, hey, I was in the military, they didn't do that.
Yeah, the different service.
So 28, 25 was $4,000. That equals out to about $115,400 a month. And tax you.
What?
115,000.
115,000 a month. Didn't he just tell him $4,000 a month?
Yes.
Usually are about, let's see, they're usually about $163 a month. So times.
What?
Like
I'm not gonna.
You can't.
I'm not.
It makes sense out of that. There's no sense.
So tax wise.
Yeah.
I'll throw this out.
Okay.
Let's say I make $2,300 a paycheck.
Okay.
For 2 weeks of work. That is taking out about $600 in taxes. Okay.
Depending on your married status and how many children you.
Yeah, if you have kids, you don't pay as much.
Right.
But I have no kids.
Yeah.
$600.
Yeah.
So basically, he's already off by a lot.
160. Let's just do like this.
Yep.
All right, so let's say 169 flat out, just to be
flat out.
So in average,
taxes, IRS, just as flat rates.
If you did not pay tax, if you kept every single dime that you make per month, you time this number I'm about to show you. Let's go.
Time this number?
365.
365.
That's about your average per month right there. The larger.
Mikey? What?
So
what?
So he makes $19 million a month
if he didn't pay taxes, and that's still times 365. Like it's like, oh, it's more than that.
Yeah,
that's a day.
Number times 365 a year, right? Because 365 days in a year.
Okay. There are 365 days in a year.
It's paid That's
how
day.
much you can be walking away with.
What?
I don't even know how to do this math, dude.
I'm pretty sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because
that's $7 trillion, dude.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I'm pretty sure 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 7 trillion.
A year.
That's trillion, right?
I think it goes
9. Yeah, 9 zeros.
1,000. Man, he's got me all messed up.
1,000 million billion trillion.
That is way more money than anybody has ever.
Yes. Yeah.
In 1 year.
And mind you, if we're gonna throw down the math equation, he said what 125 or something.
He said a lot of numbers.
Yeah, but he said that if you don't pay the one blah blah blah, so it was like, let's say round it out to 200. If you don't do that, that's how much you could be saving.
Yep.
Cyraxx, in your logic, it would be $2,400 that he would be making.
This is so obtuse and out there that it is impossible to even begin to make sense of. He literally just threw stuff together.
Pay taxes. If you saved up your money and did not pay taxes, that's how much you could be walking away with, dude.
That looks like it's like over $1 billion.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mikey.
Tax the rich.
I don't know why everyone says Cyraxx is dumb.
Nope.
On this video, we've proven that he is smarter than us all.
He knows
with his taxation and his. He didn't graduate.
He knows the maths.
He didn't graduate because he was 23 years old, and was too old to go to school with minors, or that he jumped off of a second story height and fucked up his arm, and they kicked him out of school, or his other school where he sexually mutilated,
he was with another student.
Yeah, in a sexual fashion that was blind, named Billy.
Yep.
Or that he's a fucking moron. It's because selective passing. And Mikey, we could make a lot more money if we didn't pay this dirty government. Fuck, man, I make more than Marty.
We can make billions. Billions upon billions.
Trillions, Mikey.
Yep.
So we learned a lot today.
Yeah,
hopefully you guys did too.
Something.
Yeah. On the next episode, we're going to talk about Strawberry, which is a fake girlfriend he had, and
Strawberry wine.
Music Biz Marty confronting Cyraxx for the first time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not going to troll him anymore?
No, he is, but this is the first time he's like, Cyraxx is asking for it. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
It's a fun video.
All right. Hey, guys, be sure to go to YouTube and check out Banana Bear Show wherever you watch your YouTube videos on YouTube.
Be sure don't pay those taxes. Don't pay those taxes.
Be sure to like, subscribe. Leave us in the comments what you think about math and taxes.
What do you think about math and selective passing?
Yeah.
Do you think? Wait. Yeah. What do you think his IQ is?
-4. No. Probably single digits.
That's impossible.
Right? I don't know.
If you write your name down, I think it's 100 automatically.
Okay. See, I don't know the IQ test that much. I just know that their scores.
Yeah, it's like your what's it called? Your credit score. Huh. I'm like, oh man, I got 700. That's good, huh? Everyone's like, no.
It could be better.
Yeah, I know. So,
all right.
No house for me.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Don't pay those taxes.